Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our 2021 money goals and talking about if we met the goals, if we did not meet them, if we were close, and also talking about the 2022 goals that we have set for ourselves. We literally just got back from a meeting with our financial advisor, and coincidentally that was taking place this week. So now that we have squared away everything, we can talk about our plans for our money in the year 2022. So if that is of interest to you, then please keep watching. Our first goal for 2021 was to max out both of our Roth IRAs. At the filming of this video, we are both $1,000 away from maxing out our Roth IRAs for 2021, but we have until essentially tax time in 2022 to max out our Roth IRAs. You do too. So we are on track with doing that. It just wasn't a goal that was going to be completed in 2021. So we're on track to complete it in 2022. Another goal of ours was to invest anywhere from like $24,000 to $36,000 in a joint brokerage account. And honestly, due to taking a lot of money, a 5-figure number, and putting it towards a down payment on our new car, we were not able to meet that goal. So we came in much under at $10,000, but had we not did the whole down payment new car situation, which we didn't intend getting a new car coming into this year, then we would have met that goal, but we did not meet that goal because of that. So anyway, $10,000 still better than nothing, and that's just what we're looking at for 2021. Our next goal was to pay off my husband's student loans. Honestly, that goal was kind of null and void because, well, we could pay off the loans, but there continues to be a virus forbearance, and it just keeps getting pushed back and back and back. And technically, money-wise, it doesn't even make sense to pay off the loans in our case up until it's time to pay off the loan. So whenever the virus forbearance ends, that would be around the time we are thinking that we would go ahead and pay off the loans. Our next goal was to get our truck repaired. Well, we did not get our truck repaired. I don't really have anything else to say about that. I will say that we kind of wanted to get it repaired before we got our new car. So now that we have a new car, the truck kind of just fell to the wayside, and so I think the repair is going to be like $1,000, and we just haven't done it because we don't even have a need for the truck since we have an SUV now. And then the final goal was to save $10,000 in cash, which we technically did, but then we also spent that money on something as well. So therefore, we did not meet that goal either. Those were the 5 large financial goals that we set for 2021. Kind of fell short in some areas, kind of met the goals but didn't meet the goals, and some in the other areas it was a lot. But I do want to share how much we did end up saving overall, and just what we plan to do in the new year in 2022. So the final amount that we invested additionally was a little over $24,000, and so we are proud of that. Our financial advisor is proud of that. We also invested through my husband's job in 2022. We'll do a lot more investing through my job since the retirement plan is so much better. So I'm excited about that. We did, like I said, end up with putting a 5-figure number down on a new car, and also we saved/invested $24,000. So we did pretty good, if you ask me, obviously, but we definitely, our goals were, I think, some stretch goals, so we kind of fell short. But let's talk about, since we know realistically what we can do, what we plan to do in 2022. So our first goal is to max out our Roth IRAs. That's going to be another goal. Hopefully we can actually start and finish the goal in the same year in 2022. So as of right now, we have $500 each going towards our Roth IRAs each month, which is $1,000 in total, or $500 separately. And then at that rate, we would hit the max, and the max is $6,000 for each of us. So $12,000 going towards Roth IRAs in the year 2022. Next up, we want to invest a minimum. We're gonna go with a minimum now instead of a stretch goal, but I'm gonna share the stretch goal, but I'm also gonna share what we are intending to do, which I really should call these intentions, because some of these things are things that we for sure could do without so long as there's no major life changes or anything like that. So these are things that we for sure could do, but we do have goals. So really this is an intention. We are on track to, we have set up the accounts to where $1,000 each month is going to go in a joint brokerage account. Now, we just talked to our financial advisor. If we really want to retire at 40 or somewhere around 40, we're going to have to go harder than this. We know that, but we have to kind of move around some things and reconfigure some things to make that happen. But as of right now, we have committed to $1,000 each month being withdrawn at the top of the month, along with the $1,000 for the Roth IRAs and that $1,000 going towards our joint brokerage account. Best case scenario, we actually double it and we get to like $24,000. But as it stands with our new income and all this other stuff, I don't think we'll be able to go too much further than $24,000, which is already like a real stretch because of one of our next goals. So the next goal is to contribute 15% combined towards retirement. So we'll have a certain percentage coming from my job and a certain percentage coming from my husband's job, and together it will be 15%. Now, coincidentally, the way that the numbers are configured, it's going to be 15%. Some experts actually recommend contributing, trying to work your way up to contributing at least 15% of your income towards retirement. But it's just a coincidence that together the percentages that we're going to do, they are going to equal 15%. And we're just doing 15% because the way that our retirement accounts are set up through our employers, we only have to do a certain amount, which is a maximum amount and technically a minimum amount, to get a certain percentage or a certain match, if you will, from our employer. So we're going to do 15% in total, which is going to be the first time that we are hitting anywhere near 15%. Also, I want to mention that the reason why we don't necessarily have to go super hard, or I guess our income won't allow us to go super hard with our additional investing, is because we are bumping up the investing that we're doing through our full-time employers. Another thing that I want to do myself is to invest $1,000 by myself. So I have started already in December. Well, I've started this year, and my husband does a little investing too. But as for me, I definitely want to start learning the ropes myself so that one day we can invest the money ourselves instead of relying on our financial advisor, although we do love working with him and the company. But one day we want to be able to, I want to spend this time to learn and be more equipped with the knowledge and the skill set to where I know the game myself. So right now I am investing $20 per week. 20 times 52 is $1,040. So that is just what, at the end of the year, it might not be at $1,040. It might be more, it might be less, it might be the same amount, who really knows? But I do want to continue with my automatic payments of $20 each week. My next goal is to save $6,000 in cash. I learned my lesson and I want us to try to save $6,000, which is $500 per month. Now, we may end up investing the money and not actually saving it in cash, because right now we're on this investment kick and we're just investing all the money that we are not spending anywhere else. So it could end up being invested, which I would be okay with, but I would really like to get in a habit of saving some liquid cash at a rate of about $500 per month, and we would potentially just kind of keep growing that amount until we feel comfortable. So we'll see how that goes. Our next goal is to pay off one debt. So we have two debts that we actually have to pay off. They include my husband's student loans and our car loan that we just got this year in 2021. Best case scenario, we could pay off both of those. I kind of share that in our 2022 annual budget, which I will share and link up here. But now that I think about it, it's kind of like if we actually want to retire sooner rather than later, then there are some drastic changes that we'll have to make, and we kind of have to slowly start making steps to get there, because as it stands, I don't know that we're in a position to just, it's just per our income, per our current spending habits, we have to take baby steps to get to where we're trying to go, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So therefore, all of that to say, I'm thinking that we will definitely aim for paying off one of the debts, not so much so that we get more money back in our budget, because even when we pay them off, it still won't be like a whole lot of money back into our budget because the minimum payments are so low. But being debt free is a part of our financial independence journey, and so we have to be cognizant about that and making steps and strides towards that. We're not really stressed about the car loan. Yes, I would like to pay it off get my money back. I mean, you know, like not have to have the interest associated with it or the car payment. But in the grand scheme of things, we don't have a sense of urgency. I guess what I'm trying to say is if we actually cut back our lifestyle, maybe didn't eat out as much or something, we could make up for more than make up for what our car payment is running us each month, if that makes any sense. And then the last one is another thing that I kind of wanted to confirm with our financial advisor, which I did do, which is refinancing our mortgage. Our loan officer reached out to us, kind of informing us about potentially being able to get a lower interest rate and all of that fun stuff. So we did do some paperwork. The ball is pretty much in his hands. So we're waiting to see if we can get a lower percentage. And if we can, then we'll probably actually go for a 10-year mortgage. That would be ideal. That would mean that so long as we can afford that payment, whatever that would look like, we could have our home paid off in 10 years, which would be right up my alley. So that's kind of what we're hoping for. I don't really know what's going to happen with that. We're kind of still in the process of even, you know, we're just getting started with that. So I will have to keep you posted on that one. And those are actually all of our 2022 goals. Those are the things that we hope to accomplish in the year of 2022. Fingers crossed that we can make it happen. I'm excited about 2022. A little nervous after leaving our financial advisor's office because he does all the crunching of the numbers and I do my own number crunching as well. But he has like all these fancy trajectories and schedules and all of these different graphs and whatnot. And we know that we are on track for an early retirement. We're probably looking at the current rate, maybe like 50, but we are trying to push that up 10 years to 40, which is a little out of control, but we're going to try it anyway because why not? So anyway, those are all of our goals. I will be talking more about investing as we move throughout the new year, move into the 2022 year, move into 2022. In fact, the next video that you guys should be seeing is how to calculate your FI number and how to get that number to determine what your financial independence number is. So that is it for this video. Those are our goals for 2022. I do want to hear down in the comments if you are okay and interested in doing so, what one of your 2022 money goals is, and or just one of your intentions, something that you are hoping to accomplish in the year of 2022. Again, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.